later in the video.
Mate, I'm taking this home with me. You're not seeing this again.
This is a plank of wood, and I have the next 24 hours to turn it into a cricket bat. Now, unlike last year, we won't be using a plank of pine.
This isn't even the right wood.
Instead, we're stepping things up to willow. Now, willow is the wood used in professional cricket bats, and it's quite hard to get your hands on a blank piece. Luckily, my friends over at Neon sent me this blank piece, so without further ado, let's get into this. Now, the plan is pretty simple. Neon have already saved me time by putting the handle in the bat, which was something that was so time consuming last year. So what's left for me to do is the shaping, the sanding, the oiling, and eventually the stickering. All of which I have pretty much no experience in, so fingers crossed. The most fundamental step in this process is making the actual bat profile, as that's really what depicts how the bat feels and what spots ping the most. This is the bat that I was using this year, and the season went pretty well, so I think I'm just gonna model this off this. Okay, so I've done some rough markings of what I want the bat to look like, and I think the next step is to sort of cut off a lot of the excess wood. Now, there is a reason as to why this bat must be done in 24 hours, and that's because tomorrow I'm meeting Dan from R Cricket to record a video for his channel. In this video, we're competing with TGR Cricket to see who can get the best bat for 20 quid. And I think this might be a bit of a loophole, as technically I'm not going to spend more than £20 on it.
You probably can't hear me, but it's time to get sanding.
Right, here is the aftermath. But the bat profile is looking pretty nice, and to be honest with you, it feels a lot better than originally was, a lot lighter. However, the process is still far from complete. And the next stage involves a purchase which is going to eat out of our budget, and that is a chisel set. I mean, this realistically is the last thing we need to buy. And I already managed to get my hands on some before the challenge started to save us time. These are what I'm going to use to sort of add some shape to the actual bat face by kind of carving away at some of this wood. So let's get into that now. This is actually coming on very nicely, so what I'm doing is essentially just making a groove here to try and reduce some weight on the bat and create this nice little ridge that you can see here. Okay, so it's now the next day and we still have a few hours to make the finishing touches required for this bat to be ready for the challenge up at Serious Cricket. I need to take a bit more weight off here using the chisels, and then I need to grip it and sticker it up, knock it in a little bit, and we'll be set to go. Okay, it's now time to place the grip on. I went with a nice little yellow grip because you'll see it matches the stickers that I've got for it. We'll keep the stickers as a surprise for the finishing touch. But for now, let's get this yellow grip on the bat. I'll see you when that's done. Okay, so the bat has been successfully gripped up. I'm just going to add a little bit of black tape around here to make sure the handle doesn't ride up. It's now time for my favourite part, which is of course the stickers. So Neon sent me this little package. Let's get it open, see what we got to work with. Here we go. All right, so I went with a lovely lime green here. So I'll quickly slap these on the bat, knock it in, and then it's nearly time to go. And so there we have it, the bat has been stickered up and it is looking absolutely fantastic. For comparison, here is an actual Neon bat and they are just looking, you know, great. And it is now time to test the middle using this mallet. 3, 2, 1. That is sounding nice. It's time to head over to Serious Cricket. I'll continue to knock this in throughout the journey. Last year I made a cricket bat from scratch in my garden. This year I've done it again. And this is a genuine Willow Neon stickered cricket bat that I've made in the last 24 hours. So it's got a ridiculously high middle, stupidly high. That was entirely my fault. I just got a bit ambitious with the saw.
What weight is it?
It is, have a feel, you tell me.
Some weight.
It is.
I genuinely don't think it's £2.
That doesn't pick up well, does it?
So after meeting Dan and Tom and receiving some slight criticism, it was time to prove them wrong and get testing. The plan was to start with me, move on to Dan, and finally finish with Tom, who is a county cricketer and should know a thing or two about bats.
Nervous times.
I can tell.
I've just got to make sure this survives. Oh, Jesus.
Enjoy.
Okay, first ball. Just going to leave.
That's a bit...
I'm just going to survive the first ball. At least I get one ball without the bat breaking.
I'm okay with that tactic. There we go. There we go.
Crunched.
Flown off the middle.
All right, I've got a nice little mark already.
Is it in the middle?
It's not in the middle of a normal bat, but it is in the middle of this bat.
Oh, that's 4.
That looked a bit toey though.
That felt a bit toey. Oh, he's nicked off.
Here he goes.
I'm just going to blame that on the fact I didn't sand these down a bit more.
Nice shot, sir.
That felt good. That felt nice.
Oh,
That
that's a strike.
has gone very nicely.
How does it feel then?
So, look, obviously the pickup is not amazing, but you can definitely make do with it. And it's nice because the ones that you feel like you've mishit, you actually end up hitting nicely because the middle is just in such a ridiculous spot. Oh, well left. Right, it's tradition in these videos to go for a scoop, so here goes nothing. That's a sweet connection with the stumps.
Middle stumps played that well.
Whew, that is flown.
I don't know how you managed to get that there.
Strike. That's a one bounce four down at Cal.
How are the hands?
The hands have felt better, but
Why is that?
as soon as I don't hit it in a ridiculous place with the bat just goes haywire and there's no string in the grip, so all just transfers into my
So
hands.
with hindsight, do you think string might have been a good idea?
String could have been good, and it's not even a hard thing to do. I don't know why I didn't do it.
Oh, what a shame.
And on that note,
We're going to get Dan from our cricket and we're going to get TGR cricket to test it out, who are both very, very able batsmen, and see how they get on with this bat.
Do you know what? If I was in the shop looking to buy it, I probably wouldn't last long looking at it. I think I'd move on quite quick. But I'm a true believer of kind of giving something a go. It's too heavy. It doesn't look pretty, but other than that, I think you've smashed it.
Needs oiling, but I think it's okay. It sounds good.
He plays county cricket. Just chuck that in there.
I genuinely reckon you could bat with this. I think it's not bad.
so this is normally the part of the video where I set a really high light goal for me to bat with this bat in a real match. However, because this bat is playing so well, I don't want to set a stupidly high light goal that we don't reach. So let's just say 1,500 likes on this video and I'll do it.
Mate, I'm taking this home with me. You're not seeing this again. How much do you want for it? Mate, this is a lovely bit of kit, this. I've nailed every single one. That's huge. You've done very well, mate. That is an absolute belter.